Yes. So welcome to the Hypernatural Show on the Spectrum. Thanks for tuning in. It's absolutely great that you found some time to spend with us another 60 minutes, hopefully 60 minutes.
You've been working on that intro all night.
Of course, mate, of course. Last night. Today we will be on the spectrum between digital and analog fashion in the house with 3 experts from Berlin in the fashion. I'm Dante Tom. I'll be your host for tonight. Alongside me, obviously, Bobby Starrr. How's it going, mate? You right?
Give me some love to Ortekra over here, by the way. Yes, I'm okay, man.
Cool. You'll be playing some wicked tunes as usual.
Yeah, it's just about warming up, get those feet tapping.
Yes, exactly. So, cheers on that, shall we?
This is
wicked.
Kairu, by the way. Did anybody talk about this?
No,
come on. We're supposed to be on the point tonight, yeah. So, this is Kairu Distillery, straight out of Helsinki, Finland. And this is a very, very premium standard gin. And we've then mixed it tonight with some mixed berries, strawberries, and a little stick of rosemary, which you have to twirl, my friend.
I already tried it.
Is it good?
It's very nice. So,
okay, man,
how's it in Finnish, Prost?
Kiitos.
Kiitos on that.
There we go, man. That's good.
Fantastic side. Nice one. So, back to the program. I just want to say we obviously don't have dry January here at Hypernatural. Clearly.
Sometimes we do.
Sometimes we do.
Not
tonight. Alrighty. So back to the program. So what is Hypernatural Show? So Hypernatural Show is a show about music, art, and tech produced in Berlin. We try to address fans, musicians.
We speak out.
We speak out, artists, and anyone who is actually really interested in creative, vibrant scenes
it's
of
called
Berlin.
Collaborating as well, right? That's
as well,
what
mate.
we're into.
Yes, exactly. In the 3rd episode titled DisFashion, we will be talking about fashion. Fashion.
That's a very David Bowie moment. Fashion.
For the
heads.
Our guest tonight, Mavin from LeMagass. He's songwriter and singer, and he's also owner of the vintage shop in Kreuzkölln called LeMagass. He specializes. Do you know what he specializes in?
Clothes, I heard.
Vintage clothes.
But high level. He's got an eye for talent. And he looks and he goes, that is going to be hot 20 years time. I'll take that today. I'll put it in storage and I'll make money.
And we have him.
He's got style. He's sharp.
We have him with us. And also we have Sasha Perera, aka Perera Elsewhere, and Hugo Logie Schneider. Sasha Perera, also singer, songwriter.
Part of the original Jacuzzi group.
Exactly.
Don't forget Jacuzzi, sorry. Let's get me on point.
She's also DJ, and she's visual icon. So that's why she is with us today.
I heard Hugo is with her as well, right?
Absolutely. Right? Hugo, he's her stylist. He's doing her visual content overall, and we surely have a nice chat with them because it's quite actually interesting stuff what they're doing. Okay, so let's just invite people
to bring them all in, man.
Yeah.
Hypernatural.Berlin.
Let's invite people.
Catch us on YouTube, Twitch TV. You know where we're at.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram. And also just interact with us in chat down there because I'll be just reading all day long, all night long, and we'll be chatting.
Don't sell it too quickly, man, but sell it like you mean it.
That's
when our new t-shirt's going to be coming very, very soon. To Spreadshirt, right?
Wicked. Alrighty, so let's dive in. Come on. Let's do it. So what's Hypernatural? I don't know if everyone even, you think someone will actually know what's Hypernatural? Not quite sure. She was there, yeah? Come here. So we found someone absolutely wicked. Thanks for doing this. Can you tell us what Hypernatural means to you?
Actually nothing.
Nothing?
Yes.
Another one.
A lot of energy, maybe? I don't know. I guess. I never heard about it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is.
You don't have to know. You don't have to know about it.
Yeah, I know, but my English is not good for explain what
It's great. We love it. We love it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Hypernatural. It means nothing. I've never.
It's good.
Hypernatural. Okay. It's like something that is not. Oh no, it's too much. It's too natural.
It's too natural, like a supernatural.
But can you be super hypernatural?
So can
there is
you
natural, be?
Oh, be.
Like if there's natural or not natural. There's not hyper. Or
so
is it?
That's a good question.
Hypernatural.
Try to think a bit. Yeah.
It's like hyper is something exaggerating and natural.
In which context?
Well, I don't know. Whatever context you like. You're quite hyper now, like hypernatural. You like quite
Yeah, it's like
carrying some stuff, like.
combined with
So
many cases.
yeah. So what's hypernatural for you?
I really don't know.
You don't know.
Never heard
Nothing
about
really.
that.
No idea in this constellation.
Different conditions, yeah. Different conditions. Okay, no worries, mate. Okay, thank you. Yes. Totally forgot to mention that we actually did nice experiment which you just seen there in Kreuzberg and Neukolln. No one actually knew what Hypernatural is, but maybe our first guest Mavin knows. Hey Mav, how's it going?
Hey, how are you doing?
Please speak.
Hello.
How's it going, man? You good?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, good to have you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks
yeah?
for having me.
You're not here for the first time, are you? On Hypernatural Show?
I don't know. I kind of remember the space, so I think I'm here for like a second, third, fourth, fifth time. I
That's
don't know.
correct.
Right?
You're collaborating with Hypernatural artists first and foremost, and also Mavin was on the show in the season 1. I remember.
Oh yeah, I'm part of the furniture
Yeah,
now.
and it was my first show as well. So yeah, so circle is closing really now. Alrighty.
Can I just mention we haven't got rid of you yet? You're still our sofa.
That's true. Yeah, I'm still
Tommy.
here around. Yeah, thanks, man.
In for life.
I'm a nice chair, a Le Corbusier chair in the corner of Hypernatural.Berlin.
Exactly.
That's me, Mavin.
That's you. Thanks for thanks for this role. Like we need it. Anyways, so Mavin, you are a fashion designer.
I am.
You are shop owner.
I am.
Yes. Check. You are everything.
two.
You're a
Check
fashion guru. Let's say, shall we? You know something about fashion, innit? But you mate.
I feel uncomfortable.
Sorry. Hopefully not too much.
Hey, let's speed this up, man. We're taking too slow here. We're supposed to be professionals on this camera.
Let's do this.
Aye.
Fashion
so-
icon, you said?
That's what I said exactly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Listen, Mavin. So you've been here. You've been in Berlin for some time, actually, right?
I've been here since 1985.
Wow, that's quite. So you have a lot of insights and knowledge about Berlin's fashion, I suppose.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Can you maybe tell us how Berlin fashion has changed over the years? Like, have you seen any change happening over the past decade?
Well, I remember Berlin fashion. I think there was fashion. I was too young at that age. You know, I studied design in Berlin in 1995 till 2000 at the Fachhochschule für Technik und Wirtschaft.
Nice.
Like the school, the University of Technics and Economy, I guess. I finished in 2000 and then I left Berlin because I was feeling that Berlin was kind of interesting, but it wasn't as vibrant as I wished it to be at that point. I wanted to like explore the world and everything. So I went to Sweden. I worked for a big retail company in design, and then I returned to Berlin in 2008, I think. Yeah.
Could you see any transition, like?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's why I saw it actually.
Okay.
Because working in fashion actually and being there and seeing what's happening all over the world kind of opened my eyes to certain aspects of fashion, of clothes, and you know, like street style and art, and you know, like the whole interaction of all that. And I definitely saw like a change culturally. Definitely, like Berlin got more colorful, I would say.
Okay. So
there-
it was even more. It was even darker than it is now.
It was dark. I think. Well, actually, I left. I remember Berlin being very, very colorful. It was like the techno age. It was like in the 90s where we had the Love Parade and all this stuff. So it was very colorful. A lot of flocati, a lot of like pink furs and whatever music, techno music and stuff like that. So it was very vibrant. And people abroad always ask me, "Oh my God, how is it in Berlin? Like the techno scene?" I was like, "Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's nice. You can't compare it to anything, really." So I had that. So I already felt that there was something going on in Berlin, and people were very curious about Berlin. And I was kind of like, why Berlin? To me, Berlin was always kind of like, okay, yeah, well, it's Berlin. It's just like whatever. It's just gray, black, and you know, like kind of. It was still the coolest city in Germany, I would say. even that. But I mean, I didn't really experience like the 80s, the crazy 80s, you know, like the Neue Deutsche Welle and stuff like that,
Yes.
you know, because there was like, I mean, the 80s were crazy everywhere, you know, like all over the top and stuff. So I think the 90s were kind of like a departure of that. It was like a mix of like sportswear and all that. And yeah, the techno scene in Berlin. And yeah, so when I came back, I definitely realized there was a big change. I mean, I still saw the same streets and buildings, but there were like different tenants in the buildings, different shops. A lot of old-fashioned shops disappeared, and new businesses started to like flourish and open, especially here in Kreuzkölln, in Neukolln and Kreuzberg. Prenzlauer Berg already started changing when I was still living here, Mitte as well. So yeah, definitely like a lot of things changed, and I was very like pleasantly surprised to see that Berlin became this, how can you say, like a world city, you know, like a metropolis, you know, kind of, because it wasn't like that. I was actually waiting for that to happen.
It's like a village, wasn't it?
It was like it was kind of like a modern village. It was kind of like weird. People knew that what Berlin was because of the history of Berlin, the Berlin Wall, you know, like East and West, the reunification, and you know, like stuff that was going on before. But Berlin was always considered this cool city. Like in the 20s, we had like a real cool time in Berlin. I mean, we, not like grandparents, of the Germans. So definitely there was like things going on, like sexually open, you know, like all those crazy parties, you know, which you could compare to like Studio 54 that happened like 50 years later in New York in America. So yeah, definitely I saw that in the mid 2000s, definitely. Yeah, in the mid 2000s, I saw that we have this kind of spirit in Berlin, so that something's happening.
Yeah,
so,
nice one. So you obviously have some. Do you see? Or so you have some comparison, like Berlin versus World in terms of fashion. I mean, do you see like the Berlin fashion actually has any influence on world fashion, or no one really?
No.
No one at all. So
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You think like people what fashion is here in Berlin? It's just Berlin style, and like
and I don't
we sort of don't export it, or like.
I mean, Berlin actually has to export things, has to export ideas. It was always like that because Berlin was like an island, closed island. So in order to we could get the influences, so we had the GIs before like the wall fell down. Like in West, I was living in West Berlin, so in West Germany we had like the Americans, you know, the French, and you know, so yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to say that we are. We're not key players like seeing on a world level, but I think that's the interesting part, you know, like the thrilling part about Berlin. Berlin is kind of like still underground. Exactly. It's kind of bubbling, and people don't really know what to do with it. You know, like big tech companies try to come to Berlin, and Berliners are saying like, no, we don't want you here. You know, like we don't want Berlin to happen to Berlin to happen the same thing. That
I think it's changing a bit. I think it's happening slowly. I don't know. That's what I see.
It is happening.
Maybe Bobby, continue. Do you see this happening as well?
About what? Exactly? You know, there's me like listening to an old
sorry,
little record called let me just tell you.
He's the music master.
Yeah,
He's
it's called Catwoman. So I played this, and it's actually on A&M Records, very big record label.
Yes, love
but
A&M.
This is like 1964 Insanity. But I don't want to play all. It's just like a tantalizer tonight.
Can you answer the question?
Which one? Hit me. Come on, reel back.
Mavin was talking about that Berlin is very.
You know, I have to flip the record in about exactly 20 seconds.
It's a 7-inch. We can
7
come back
inch,
to him.
Come back. Give me one more moment.
Okay, let's come back. But anyways, okay. So if we switch to digital influences, I don't know what's your experience with that, with digital fashion. If you have any experience, if you know what it is, maybe if you can describe.
I know what digital fashion is.
From your so.
I know what digital fashion is. Digital fashion is like the interface, or like of digital technology and couture, which is fashion. You know, so it's like a mix of both. And you have, I mean, digital fashion is such a big word, big genre. You know, there's so many things happening. So what are we talking about? Are we talking about like?
Can you see any influence of digital fashion on Berlin? Maybe.
Well, yeah, digital fashion has an influence on everything.
So it's rather like an online-based thing, like it's happening online.
It's global.
Okay.
It's a global thing. It's a global phenomenon, the digital revolution or whatever you call it. You know, this stuff is happening. Everybody has like smartphones. Everybody's taking pictures. You know, like just before the show, I had like this filter on my Instagram that I discovered, which can basically make your face into like a robot. You know, like which is kind of crazy. You can do videos with it, and it's like virtual reality type of thing. You know, so like definitely this is. So this is one thing that's happening. I haven't experienced it. I mean, I'm a vintage shop owner, so I'm specialized in like stuff that's been made like 20, 30, 40 years ago. And so I'm not like in touch with this, but I'm in touch with
aware of this.
I'm aware of it, and I know that like stylists who come to my store to like borrow stuff. I collaborate like in my store LeMagass Vintage on Reuterstraße 59.
Sell it like you mean it.
I collaborate with some stylists, selected ones, and they tell me stories. I mean, we're looking for this and that, we're doing this, and you know, like we have like an influencer, like a person who's like doing a video or like a vlog or like on YouTube, whatever, and they're looking for something, and I'm also like, okay, what is he doing? You know, what, and then they tell me stuff about it. Of course, I'm on social media too, so I know that this stuff is happening.
So is Tom.
Of course I am. So is Bobby. Everyone is.
There we go.
I'm gonna show the pictures later.
But the digital, obviously digital fashion, right? We spoke before the show as well. A lot of people or influencers, let's say, they purchase clothes and maybe just use it once or twice for some shooting or for some party or whatever.
It's decadent.
And then
that's a sin.
That's a sin. And then so maybe what's your thought on this? Maybe with digital influence, if we turn more into this direction, then maybe there's less waste.
From that point of view, definitely there's less waste because it's basically virtual. You can kind of, like you told me, that you can purchase a style that you order online and they like create something for you, so you have like a beautiful picture with it, but it's not actual, like it's not like a piece of garment that you get sent to you like by Amazon
correct.
Or whatever, or you cannot buy it in a store. I mean, if you would actually go out and go to a company to custom make something for you, it will be very expensive. You know, like Italian shoes, for example. If you want a piece of shoes like made in Italy, you know, properly, or like elsewhere, like leather shoes, you would pay $1,000 to $2,000 or like for that, because that's a custom made thing and people cannot afford that. But like the $40 or $50 thing for a picture, sure.
It's sort of related with what you're doing, because I mean, not directly, but like, you know, you also like sort of recycle old clothes, and so you don't really waste any.
Yeah, it's very like it's very environmentally conscious, you know. So we do these things. I really like that because there's so much clothes in the world, and if people would actually, it's ridiculous. If people would stop like looking for like new things, like quick fashion, you know. I work for a big retailer in Sweden, so we had, I mean, even like 15 years ago, like 20 years ago. Oh God, I'm so old. Even at that time, we had like quick collections that were happening. Like, I don't know, we had inter collections in between, like, you know, fall, winter, and like spring, summer collections. So we had like in between collections. We had like 5, 6, 7 collections. Now it's like, I don't know, like every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks, it's changing. It's very quick. People are changing, and like my idea with like the vintage store is to like collect stuff that is there, it's still amazing, good quality, and you can play with it. You know, like I think like fashion should be playful. You should be able to like dressing up is not like something that you need to do, it's something that you want to do. You want to, like, today, for example, I feel like a suit, so I'm going to wear a suit, you know? Tomorrow I feel sporty, so I'm going to feel, you know, thank you very much. Tomorrow I'm going to, like, I don't know, like wear a hoodie or something, and then I want to wear a wig or something, or maybe a dress, you know, whatever, you know? So that's a good thing about vintage, that you can actually play with it, but it is definitely, like, something that to think about, you know, like from environmental point of view, not to own things, because a lot of people, we could talk for hours about this, a lot of people want to get rid of stuff.
Maybe do you think there'll be some, I don't know, sort of subscription where you just borrow clothes and then you just get it back? Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's what stylists do. I mean, I wish. I mean, but then we would have a problem with like the shipping and stuff like that, which is also like a big problem, you know, like shipping something like back and forth. So we have like people are ordering like 10 to 20 packages a day or something through Amazon or whatever. Maybe like etc. I don't know those people. No, they're not my customers. No. Yeah, but it could be something. It's interesting to think about that, you know, like to actually, I mean, stylists do that on a daily basis. They borrow something, or like big stars. Like,
Man, maybe you can do this with your business. What do you think? This is for free from me.
by the way, yeah, I can do this. You can come to my store and borrow clothes for, let's say, 60% of the price, and then you can have it for one day. No, I'm sorry. I have to think about the
That would
percentage,
be-
maybe. Nobody will come,
interesting.
sorry. Yeah.
That's a bit crazy. It's like loaning.
Exactly, loaning for money.
Loaning for money.
We have to pay huge rent. Don't
Yeah, I
forget
can
that.
imagine, man. We all need to make money in this like sort of idea, right?
I'm not in it for the money, basically. I'm in it for the idea, the environmental idea, and the fashion
good.
idea, you know, to have like cool stuff and to have fun in the store. That's what my store is. When you guys come into my store, you always play with it. And
That's what-
actually,
did you bring any glasses?
I
tonight?
think actually I might
you
have
did?
something for you.
Oh my God! Here you
Speaking of,
go. This brings us up to what's happening next week, Tom. What do you think?
Do you know what? We coming to this later on, surely.
Plastic.
Yeah, just
Oh
you,
my
can-
God!
you might
Is
get
this recyclable plastic.
you might get glasses to Bobby Star now, and
Oh my God!
So-
and I bet he polished them as well. What
This-
a professional!
this
My
piece and
God.
other pieces you can get in LeMagass store, by the way. Take them,
All right,
Bobby.
let me do some private bit first. I'll be back.
Alrighty, but
he refers to them as the green velvet glasses, right?
man, green velvet. That's it. That's a silver velvet right there.
Here we go.
These are quite special.
Yes.
All right. Decent knowledge, Mavin, I must say, in fashion and all this stuff. But is it good enough? We'll check it out with a little quiz we have ready for you.
Ooh, okay. I'm curious.
Did you know about this? You didn't, did you?
I don't know. There's a quiz
That's
going
cool,
on.
that's cool,
No.
that's
Is
cool.
it new?
It's new, yeah. It's a Hypernatural quiz.
So I'm not the furniture of this Hypernatural show
No,
anymore.
you're a real deal here.
I'm a
Like,
surprise guest
You are,
now.
yeah, you are expert in the field.
Thank you very much.
Right, so this is a quiz, 90 seconds quiz
All right.
with 12 questions.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I just give you a question and you answer. If you don't know, you might say next one.
Okay. Next.
But yeah, the goal is like guess as many as you can
Alright.
in 90 seconds.
Am I gonna win something or? All right. It's just a fun thing.
I don't know.
Let's go.
It is definitely a fun thing. Oh wait, so are we ready? Yeah. Okay, so let's do this now. Wicked. So okay, first one. Who is the first ever fashion model?
Twiggy.
No. Second one. Who made red dresses popular?
Red dresses.
Yes.
Is it? Oh fuck no. Mary Monroe? No, I don't know. No, that was
no,
a white
sorry,
dress.
mate.
It was like
Another one.
Chanel.
Who is the founder of Victoria's Secret? It's quite a big brand,
Next
this one,
one.
isn't it? You don't know? Okay. Next one. Who was the first
I'm
modern?
a loser. I'm
Who
going.
was the first modern woman to wear trousers?
To wear trousers? Marlene Dietrich?
No. Another one. What is the world's most expensive piece of clothing?
What it is? It's like a diamond encrusted something, right? Probably like something from Dubai.
Probably not, mate. No.
It's not.
Wrong, no.
Okay.
Another one. In which Michael Jackson's music video played Naomi Campbell?
In the closet.
You're right, that's correct, man. When was the first Berlin Fashion Week?
The first Berlin Fashion Week. Oh shit. 2010?
You close. No, 7. What was the dress Lady Gaga wore at the 2010 MTV Video Music Awards made from?
Meat?
Which one?
Cow meat?
Beef, yes.
Beef, yeah.
What is the Guinness World Records largest attendance at the fashion show?
No idea.
Okay, it's 1,012
Oh, so I had one,
people. Man,
one and a
it's
half.
one, yeah, it's not, I mean, it's quite tricky questions there. When I like, yeah.
So who had a red dress? Who was it?
Do you want to see this? Red dress.
The first red dress won.
Valentino Garavani.
Oh, okay.
Do you know her? Or
No,
him? Or him?
Valentino. I know Valentino.
Anyways, tricky question this.
All
No,
right.
no. But thanks, Mavin. It was real pleasure
So
to have
I'm
you
not
on
a
the
fashion
Hyper.
expert after all.
You still are. You still are. Alrighty. So
Thank you for having me.
no worries, man. Yeah, it was a pleasure. But as you know, Mavin is also singer, and he will be featured on the next Hypernatural recordings release. And this brings us to our announcement.
A little bit of
And this time,
getting there.
we did this. We recorded this announcement in Mavin's shop. Yeah, so let's have a look. Hi there, we're in LeMagass vintage store here in Kreuzkölln, somewhere between Kreuzberg and Neukolln, which is specialized in high quality vintage pieces. For instance, one here, gorgeous piece of art. This, just few announcements to make here. Mavin, which is owner of the store, is collaborating on another Hypernatural recordings release with Bobby Starr, which is coming on 31st of January. The EP is called Fantasy for Real, Do You Bauhaus? Also Niklas Sachs is involved, Felipe is involved, so it's gonna be great music surely. Also on the same day for this occasion, Hypernatural.Event is coming, and that's at Kreuzberg, so make sure you stop there. I'm sure everyone will come, including Marlon, right? Are you coming? Hopefully yes. We do have great acts in the house. Obviously Bobby Starr and Mavin will be there. Dicky Do as DJ, live acts, Moody, Kablavi and the Wolt. We also have Jumbo app, we be Jumbo a little bit. And we have AMS DJ experience. So hopefully see you there. Welcome back to DisFashion episode Hypernatural.Show on the Spectrum. That was Mavin's shop. You can find this vintage store at Reuterstrasse in Kreuzkölln. Yeah, go to check it out surely. We also want to say the regarding announcement, the Wolt, who will be also playing and perform on the Hypernatural showcase on the 31st at Kreuzberg, has released their first video.
Are we excited?
We are exactly. And
Is it good? Did you check it out?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy for you.
We check it out later on the show. We actually will play it later on the show.
Represent.
Yeah, wicked. But now it's time for another guest, Sasha Perera. Hi, how are you?
Nice
You're good?
to meet you.
Thanks for being on. And Hugo Logie Schneider. How's it
I
going?
love the way you say it.
Hugo
Say it again.
Logie Schneider.
Hugo Logie Schneider.
I love it's like avatar voice.
Is it?
You press a button and it goes Hugo.
Logie Schneider.
Yeah.
I was very focused. I tried to be very focused. on
Sample that.
that. Absolutely. Yeah, you can use it. It goes in your music. Like, it's already taking care of you. That's nice. You
It's
guys.
dirt.
You guys obviously working closely together you've been working together for some years, right? And you, Perera Elsewhere, you have quite unique style as an artist, like I would say, don't you? I think. Why would you describe it like? Because when I go to your Instagram, it's quite unique. Let's say, yeah, it's interesting. Well, how would you describe this? Why are you looking?
I think primarily I'd describe it as organic.
Okay.
It's not like you go somewhere, buy everything. It's more like you find different things and utilize what's around you. Like your friend, basically.
Like me.
Like him. He seeped into my life and took over.
Nice. How long you don't know each other?
2001.
3, I thought.
3?
17 years, like.
2, 3. Started with haircuts and I did photos for his fashion label at the time in exchange for haircuts.
Oh, nice.
Because I turned up with a Mohican and was like, how do I grow this out, man?
Just came and just cut it, didn't it?
Yeah, just cut it.
Just cut it, yeah, simple as that. Like, is it your job as well? This?
Yes.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, actually, 17 years of hairstyles as well.
It's a bit desperate. Yeah, but yeah.
I did. I mean, before I met Hugo, there was a lot of me shaving my own head, bleaching my own head, dyeing it pink, washing it, putting other colours on top. There was a lot of this, but it's definitely cool to have another perspective.
Yeah. So he started with your hair, right? Mm-hmm. And then like sort of gradually he went. Okay.
But swap. He was like, "I'll do your hair if you do pictures for my fashion label." I was like, "Cool. We both got no cash. Let's do this."
So and those pictures we see online, this is it, or it was something. I mean the
The
new
early
one.
stuff is actually all hand cut, his collages and stuff,
Yes,
right?
right.
And it's pre-online.
It's
We underground.
pre-online, yeah.
We underground.
Say again. Sorry.
Like before you were born.
Oh yeah, that's what I understand.
When you were in disposable diapers, unlike us.
I'm
It's
not
not
a
cool
young
to
guy.
be born in 1996, man.
96, man. What you say?
Our mothers were
no.
hand washing, man. Safety pins, bleach,
We
underground.
underground stuff, yeah. Well, can you maybe? Is there any? I mean, obviously, clear there is, but is there any difference between between your like everyday star as a Sasha and as Perera Elsewhere, or like, do you really differentiate, or is just yourself? Like,
I wish there would be a difference.
you wish,
I wish.
but you're basically
Because
doing.
we did it actually for all the years. It's just no difference. Not really. Huh? It's not really a difference. For some pictures, some images, maybe we just go over the top what you would never wear on your private life on the street. I wish we just.
It might have to do with where I live.
Where'd you live?
How I travel. I mean, I'm a bike chick, yeah. I'm getting on a bike everywhere. It's -2 outside, right?
Like me, it's cool. It's
So
cool,
I'm
yeah.
a tall person. I don't need to scare people by wearing heels down the street. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
right? So,
But how does it work between you? Like, I mean, you're coming to her house and it's like, okay, so now
She's
let's
coming
see.
to my house.
Okay, and you have all equipment or everything there, like all the clothes. Like, yeah, let's try this today, or let's try
I
that.
think you mentally register what I've got on generally in
Exactly.
life, and then when it comes to a time where we're like, what should we do? It's like, hey, use that, and maybe add this. So what we don't do is reinvent me new. We take aspects of my life, which in a way has always got a bit of street fashion to do with it, because I'm a street chick, right? If I had a chauffeur, it'd be different, you know, and lived in Moscow, it'd be different, you know. But so I think. So I think that. I
So
think
let's move to Moscow, no?
Let's go to Moscow, why not?
And I think we share a lot of common ideas about paradox and humor in a way, which is lucky. Do you know what I mean? It's not someone who's coming to me and go like, no, let's change everything. He's coming like that. You know, I think we work together with what are similar ideas, but then also definitely there's stuff where she'll suggest where I'll be like, no, which is good.
So you have a final word, like you say, no, I don't like this, or how
Oh, I feel like shit in this is like a big kind of.
how often does it
element.
happen? Like when you say, no, I don't like this. It's not good.
Not so.
I won't wear this.
We tried the heels in the beginning.
I won that battle.
Please. See, no.
So you don't wear heels at all, like.
I mean, I don't mind wearing from a picture because in a way you kind of stand differently. You feel like another person. There's also stuff like I wear wigs on the stage for fun, you know, ones where you can still see my natural hair underneath. It's not, I mean, I'm definitely open to trying stuff out. But if I really genuinely don't feel comfortable and I look like a dick in it as a result, then why would you do it? And he's also pretty aware of such things. It's not like a complete egomaniac Nazi, a bit, but not, you know? Enough to work with me and not get run over, you know?
Yeah. But where is this inspiration coming from? The overall style, like where I don't know, you wake up and you're like, okay, I mean,
It's basically actually availabilism.
Availabilism is the word.
Availabilism. So I'm working in doing costumes for theater, stage costume design, whatever. I'm doing in fashion. I did a lot of
Pictures.
commercials and everything. So there are always stuff coming to my house. So
And when we used to do these haircuts back in 2003, dude played great music. We share common music
yes, exactly.
passion. So in a way, that's also sort of where it comes from as well. I think the music in a way inspires it, and the society we live in, and films we watch, and people we see on the U-Bahn. I mean,
And
everything.
then I realized that she's not a heel girl, you know. So.
yeah. So it's Berlin. Does Berlin has big influence on your style, or is it just it's not really
Maybe
relevant?
the lifestyle of Berlin, that we've been able to work together for so many years in this way, you know, with loads of it being, some of it making us money, some of it doing it for the pure love of it and having the time to do that. Berlin has nurtured us for sure. If we lived in New York, we'd work in advertising and not help you guys with your show.
we were unlucky. So yeah, we're very lucky here.
That was a frisbee, man. Did you catch it, Tom? Did you catch that?
I'm absolutely.
But it's okay. My
It is-
kid
it is what it is, isn't it?
has disposable diapers too. So
Okay.
I'm joking. We're
Really
connected.
Really me. How do you see maybe the image of Perera Elsewhere develop in future?
Can I just say one more
Absolutely,
thing
go for
to
it.
music? This dude also can do a lot of things, like all of us. Give him a graphics program, give him a music program, give him a dress, can do anything, a camera. But even with music, I've turned up to his house and he's like, oh, I'm like, what did you do last night? He's like, played around on GarageBand. He'll make actually a pretty good album in a night, singing everything, making a lot of producers look really mediocre, I would say. So I think it's a genuine passion and creativity within this person who's also my friend, so it works for me. I'm also similar on a level. If you give me a few things, I'll do an alright job with some things, you know? That's what
So it should be this connection.
interdisciplinarily an approach. That's the approach. I think you're a very interdisciplinary person, actually, and so am I. That's probably what combines us.
Nice, yeah. Wicked. So, where do you see the image, your image, to develop in the future? Do you have any imagination, or you just go with the flow really and see what happens? Do you maybe? I guess you don't plan it either. Like, do you?
We wait till the sun is ready, no? To exchange yourself with your son.
And at some point I start sending music, because we're music buds as well, and it develops out of that. And things that happen in my life. You're going to show that light bulb video I heard, then you'll see something happened in my life. It turned up in the art, right? Yeah. I actually have a bit of a hearing issue right now. I had like a funny thing on my ear, and I already had like visions of ear graphics, and was already like to Hugo like, hey, my ear's fucked, but I see the graphics, man. I think
Turn it into
cyborg,
advantage,
prosthetics. There's a lot of product placement, a lot of up and coming wearable tech companies could be interested in us. No, but do you know what I mean? So I think life happens. Cool. What else can you do as an artist unless you have really rich parents?
Exactly, which I don't have. You don't neither, right? That's what you said. All right. So, what do you guys think about digital fashion, for instance? Do you have any experience or?
I thought, what should it be? What
You have no idea. Like, never heard it.
I heard it, yeah, but what?
What it is? You're asking me.
What it should be? I was just
What it
thinking
should
about
be?
what
Okay.
shall it be? You know, digital fashion.
Do you know what? At first, I sort of confused it with smart clothing. You know, like a Bluetooth thing, as you know, like a smart clothes, really, like a smartphone. But it's not actually. Digital fashion is like. Do you know what digital fashion is? You have no idea. Okay.
Shopping on Zalando.
Pretty much, yeah, as
getting
well.
lots
Yeah.
of ugly boxes so your neighbours can see what a
yes.
victim you are outside your front door.
It's actually so digital fashion is actually something. If I may tell you, it's something where you buy clothes online, but just for picture essentially.
And then give it back.
No. It's not. You don't get the real clothes really. You just get the. So you send a picture to someone maybe,
Okay, I got it.
and the
I got
artist
it, I
will
got it.
make will sculpt sort of clothes around you, and you have a picture, and you can share it. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
But that's what we call digital styling,
Exactly.
which we've done
See?
before.
Which we done before
Which
on
is-
Photoshop.
Which is pretty much what you're doing.
So
at the
you
end
could
of the
be
day.
selling your services to like random
Pretty much.
with no
Pretty much.
taste instead of working with me, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But
But that's what you call digital.
that's what they call digital fashion.
Who
yeah.
is offering this?
Some companies.
Let's
I think
use
some
them
for
more
my
retail-
next video.
Well, there are some companies. I don't know the names.
Are there
but
still some high fashion brands? They are already
they
there?
turn, I mean,
they are not
no,
there.
not yet. But the vision is that this might like the big brands can take it over as well in the future, because you know, like we live in a sort of Instagram era and all of that, and people sometimes just want to show off. Just I mean, something what you do pretty much.
I heard
No.
that there was something like that where basically there are copies are made like within a week and they're like really substandard, but they look the same for a photo. You're talking about the same thing that you actually get sent a physical product?
No, it's not physical.
No,
product,
no
also.
physical product.
So I
no.
send you a picture. I send a picture of myself. I don't know, maybe underwear or something, or whatever, and they just make maybe like a huge jacket around me or something. Like it's like extravagant or stuff like that. I might have a picture.
But
somewhere.
actually,
looks
it's like
really
it's
real.
like a filter, or?
Wait a second.
Why don't they just make it as a
like
filter?
this, for instance? Yeah.
But this is not you.
How'd you know?
Was before it was.
How'd you know? They
They
can
are
do
in
big
there.
thing. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So like this, for instance. Can you see it?
But isn't that a real photo?
Okay,
It's a real photo.
you're sending a picture and they just put it together on Photoshop and they send it
pretty
back
much.
to you.
Pretty much.
And
yeah.
where does the fashion come from? These people do the fashion?
the fashion designers who create this. So let's say it's pretty much like you do something for Sasha, if I may say.
Yeah.
It looks like it's taken on a rooftop in Barcelona. It's not.
It's Moscow, Russia, it says. Micro.
In her underwear on top of the rooftop. That's oh, sorry. It looks to me like this is actually taken.
But
for
you got a
reals.
concept.
I got the concept.
Yeah.
But is that photo taken for reals or not?
That's the photo is taken for real, but the clothes she's wearing is not real.
Okay, the lighting. Ours are much more kind
But
of.
it's
like
actually the same what we did for your last breast pics.
No, okay,
Here we
sure.
go.
It's the same.
Here we
It's the
go.
same.
But
It's
the
the
lighting
same.
here looks so natural, like so one to one. Okay.
Cool. Okay, so nice one. So that's your point of view on this. He's still thinking about it. Look at Hugo.
New line of work.
Yeah, I'm
just do
just
something.
thinking about it because I would adore to have the possibility to wear digital fashion of all my favorite brands. If I just have to go to a brand which is offering me the possibility to wear digital fashion, it's DisFashion, you know.
And you're not going to leave your house anyway, so it just has to be seen
No,
online.
I just want to have.
Pretty much,
that's
pretty
why
much,
I ask. You know,
Yeah,
that I said, okay, what time does it take till I can get it from Chanel, from Balenciaga, from what the fuck? So
I don't know.
this, yeah, exactly, yeah.
It might take some.
Until
some time,
then, till this time, it won't interest me so much. Why should I pay for wearing something which I'm not really into it, just to have the possibility to get it as a filter, you know? It's in the
I see.
beginning. It's
Yeah,
in
of
the
course, yeah. We'll
beginning.
see when
like
it develops, yeah.
everything in digital, it's in the beginning. Okay.
All right, let's
Yeah,
switch. Let's switch it. Yeah. Where in Berlin, in your opinion, can you see the most outrageous pieces of clothes?
It's still Humana.
Humana, is it?
Yeah, I guess I'm still
maybe more of like,
Dolce and Humana for life.
where-
It's fucking still Humana. Yes.
Yeah, I'm asking more maybe about the scenes. Like, is it maybe in clubs or?
That's what we were talking about.
It's the Humana
People
Club.
who work there are at the forefront of
So
that
we can
scene.
go-
They take all the good shit immediately. All the leather, it's out before you even wake up in the morning.
So if you really want to see the best pieces, you go to Humana. You don't go to, I don't know, you can see anything of that in clubs or theater or on the streets.
You see it everywhere. The combinations are what counts, right?
Exactly. I thought I even don't see it anymore. So a friend of me was visiting me, and she said she's living in Cologne, and she said all these people are looking really good. They're really good dressed, and they're really looking attractive in the U-Bahn and everywhere. And I said, really?
Like a sharp, you mean? Like a very
No,
tight,
right,
nicely.
yeah.
Like original combinations or what?
Like the combinations, like the colors, like even the style of the person, that you have an own style and everything, that you just think about how you're going to leave your house. And I said, I don't see this anymore, because for me it's actually normal that, so.
Yeah.
I like this, so I see it basically on the street. I'm very old, I'm not going out anymore, so.
But you're wearing nice thing today.
Made it. Both of those
Yeah.
things. He made my pants too.
Oh, nice. Wicked. Good one, guys. Alrighty. Are you ready for a little game? You are, right?
Yes.
Let's do this, shall we? Wait.
Envelope.
So this is envelope, yeah. So this is a game. It's called Guess Who. We got 4 cards. To look at my notes here.
I like this game already.
Yeah. Wait. 4 cards, 4 people, 4 fashion designers.
Bet already. Can we make it poker like? Can I bet already that I'm going to lose?
You play together, so it's just like we're just testing how.
I want to play together.
Sorry, we can play together. You can watch. No, so we just want to test how big your bond is, really, because we're working together for so long time. So each of you will get 2 cards, and so first we might start with Hugo. Okay, so the first one. So you will hold it on your forehead, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
And she tried to explain to you who the person is. Yes. But obviously without saying any
This
names.
is hard.
It is, yeah.
This is like we used to.
Challenging.
We actually
let's
using Hygieneartikel.
Show people the person. It's okay. Can you see? Wicked. Alrighty. So we'll take this. And we have, listen.
Can I start?
We listen, no. We have 90 seconds for one round. 90 seconds, yeah.
Dead.
Wait. Alrighty, so are we ready? Are we ready for this? Yeah? So 3, 2, 1, let's do it.
Dead. No, fashion.
Fashion designer.
Dead, lots of diamonds, girls. Dead, movie about him, queer. No. Big, like diamond-studded Hacken high heels.
I don't know.
You can say country, maybe, gender.
British.
No.
No, he's British as far as I know. I don't know. if
Bobby's
I've-
having fun.
He
clearly.
is
But
definitely.
didn't skulls, diamond.
He was a real player. He was out and
50
about.
seconds.
Movie.
Everybody had said he had the biggest parties, right?
How old? When?
Like your age, I guess, no? Older. He's dead, right?
I think he's younger actually when he
Is
passed
he younger?
away. I believe so.
His mum died.
Alexander McQueen.
Oh, here we go!
His mum died and he didn't die.
This
His
is
mum died and not him.
No, the both of them died.
Together, same party.
You're actually good. You're very good duo here. Now it's time for you guessing, right? So let me show you the card on the main
Lady
camera
Gaga,
here.
I should have said, right? Did
No.
tons of
Is
shit
it good,
for
yeah?
Gaga, no?
We got it, yeah? So take this one on your
Oh, I can
forehead.
see it from the front.
Are you ready?
French.
3,
I know,
2,
but I saw
1, let's do it!
French.
Coco Chanel.
Oh my days! That was quick! Very good.
It's the only one I knew.
Very good. Very good one. So 2-0. 2, them, 0 Hypernatural. Can we show another one? Is it good? You have it, yeah? Wicked. Alright. Do you like, can I ask you, do you like the game?
Actually, I really can't think of very many cute clues.
So, wait, shall we start? Are you ready? 1, 3, 2, 1.
I'll say French is a clue to everyone. French.
French?
I think little handbags in the 60s or 50s, no?
Don't ask me, you're the expert.
I really don't know about mainstream fashion. I'm totally humana, I told you.
Pierre Cardin?
Huh?
Pierre Cardin?
No. Shit, there's-
Courage?
J'adore. Okay, all these like stupid,
Christian Dior.
yes.
Whoa, nice one. 3 points.
Oh, the 80s, new look.
No, this is the 50s.
Very good one,
Okay.
very good one. But you got 3 points already from 3 rounds. It's a nice one.
Winning.
But last one. Okay, so yeah, first obviously. All right, another 90 seconds. Wait, sorry, yeah, it's your turn. 1, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. 90 seconds. You have to say something.
Help me.
Italian.
This is a ridiculous clue.
Dead, murdered in 1997. Gay.
Oh my god, that's really interesting. Dead, murdered. Murdered?
Yes, murdered.
Wow.
By a prostitute.
What?
Oh.
Straight.
He knows.
Is that real?
It's
don't know.
real.
I don't
It's
know.
real. In front of
Okay,
his
crazy.
house.
How many names? How many letters in his name?
He was
I'm
a
assuming
friend
it's
with
guy.
Elton John and Lady Diana, also dead. He invented the new punk style. Italian. He got a very famous sister. They call her Donatella.
Some decent
Versace.
knowledge here.
I didn't know Versace was killed by
Yes.
prostitute. That's
Yes.
exciting.
But you got it
Listening
right.
to jungle music
You
in this
got it
time,
right,
yeah, it was
legend.
not part of my thing.
That was outstanding. Big applause for Sasha Perera and Hugo
Donatella.
Schneider. Donatella.
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 Guys, fantastic stuff. Thank you very much for being on the show. I
Thanks
guess
for
that was it. It was
inviting
good finish of the conversation.
Thank
Did you like the game?
Yeah,
Tell
well,
us,
I
tell
like
us.
it here a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Hugo.
Digital fashion.
Digital fashion. You'll be thinking about it tonight, isn't
Yeah,
it? What's digital fashion like? Google it. Wicked, wicked.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being on the show. Now, ladies and gents, it's time for the Wolt video. Let's check it out.
We were high and I have lost control. And I need you so and so. And I love you so and so. You showed me rock and roll. We were dancing, we had flow. That was not long time ago. We were partying like there's no tomorrow.
Here we go.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But it's actually a really nice piece of art. Let's
It
say
really
that.
is. That was Devolis, gents.
Did you like the music?
Yeah.
We've heard it enough times, right? So let's get
Very
back to track.
many times, yeah, actually.
Respect to the Wolt.
Wicked video from the Wolt, directed by Stefano Di Puma, also one of the members of the Wolt. You can listen their EP on Spotify, Apple Music, they're everywhere really. You can also see them on the Hypernatural.Event, Hypernatural Showcase, very first one, on 31st of January this month at Kraftwerk.
It's actually next week as well, Friday night. Let's sell it as you mean it. Remember this thing? We're going to have this nice little t-shirt that sell it as you mean it.
That's cool. So, invite
Show
people
tonight,
for this.
Tom, you did a good job.
Thank you, man. You too.
We're loving it.
But what about event? Like,
What about the event? Well, this is a showcase number 1 of Hypernatural.Berlin. So this is what we're into. We're going to have on this night Moody Kwabwale. He's going to be on track with us. He's going to be performing live. So we're very happy about him. And this is what we're doing. It's going to be a showcase, and this is how it's going to be. So, who else is going to be performing? Wolt, you just seen them on live, on camera, with their new video. So they're going to be performing.
Then
and
also
myself,
yourself,
Mavin, since we're releasing our song Fantasy for Real on the same day.
Exactly. Moody Kablavi in the house as well.
Thank you very much.
Dicky Doo.
Dicky Doo representing Buttons, and Canada is going to be in the house. He's part of the scene over here. He's a good DJ, man.
Also some DJ experience for Andre.
We're going to have AMS. He's going to be in the house doing a show for us. So it's going to be me, Mavin, plus AMS doing a video performance at exactly the same time.
And also we have Jumble in the house. Let's
Jamble,
not forget about this.
This is actually a very interesting moment because everyone's discussing what is Jamble. Jamble is actually being successful from a musician's point of view, creating something fresh. As social media's in your face today, they're going to try and flip this over.
Wicked stuff, Bobby Star.
Gaddy's there with us.
Yes, and we would like to invite you for our next Hypernatural show next month. It's gonna be about film titled Between the Cuts, and it's going to be third Thursday in the month.
As it always is.
As always, just follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and just consume our content and help us grow a bit.
Enjoy it first,
Of
man.
course,
I mean,
man.
You can consume it afterwards, but enjoy it first, Tom. Let's
Surely.
tantalize them a little
All
bit
news
here.
there on social media. Wicked. But before we go, we have a little shout out from our friend guest disco Alberto.
Yeah. I'm going to bring this down a little bit because this is a special thing. I have a connection to this label, and thanks to Filippo Moscatello, thanks to Sasha, I'm friends with Alberto from Save the Black Beauty. So he has a new project. It's a growing project, I believe, and a collaborative project. Guest disco, Alberto Sabatini,
Yes.
brand new track. I actually like this track.
It's a very
a
good
lot.
one.
I
It's
love it.
Song of the Month, January. Let's hear it.
Hi, Hypernatural TV. Hi, Berlin. I'm Guest Disco. Thank you very much indeed for choosing my song as the Song of the Month. I'm happy to be with you. Thank you for the feature. You have a great show. You're doing well. Thanks so much. All the best to you and Guest Disco.
So we are back. Thank you, Alberto, for this track. Is a very good track. We really like it. And you will hear this track in the last minutes of the show. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube. Thanks for being with us till the very end. Really enjoyed it. Have a good one. See you next month.
Falling out of love, you call me only when you want, and if I keep you in the shadows of my life, you keep returning with your broken dreams and promises and lies, and I'm over it.
Running out of love.